All right, so that was really good. Hit the spot. Definitely gave me a little bit more of a energy boost that I kind of needed since I was feeling a little bit more empty in the tank, so to speak. And I just got everything cleaned up. And I was going through my comments, checking it out and checking in on like on my other social media accounts. And I think I just got my first troll. All right, got the heater going, we're warm, changed the toque to the hat, and I just realized my water is completely frozen, which is interesting because it hasn't gotten that cold, but I guess I wasn't running my heater warm enough. So like I had mentioned, I dropped my daughter off today and I had her overnight. So I was at my cousin's. So Lucky was parked out back, which huge benefit. I had shore power to keep the batteries nice and charged. And I had the heater running at a level that kept Lucky comfortable for Stella and Penny, but apparently not comfortable for my water. So I just went to run my sink. That's all we get. I'm pretty sure it's frozen right in the line. That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, it's science, let's get serious. But I didn't think it would happen at those low temperatures. But again, like I said, it's because I wasn't in the van and running the heater high enough. So now we gotta investigate. Yep. You probably, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that is rock solid ice down there. So this should be an easy solution. I'm just gonna stick it right down here like this. We're just gonna take this. That's heavy. Oh, you can hear it. The water's still kind of sloshing around. Let me see if I can get some light on this whole situation. Hang on. Oh, haha. That's where the shop towels landed too, apparently. Let's get those up from out of there. Blow the vent right at it. Oh, this thing keeps popping off. Just another part of those cheap heaters. And now it's far too hot to put back on. Yikes. So yeah, that happened. All right. Like I said, it was bound to. I just thought it would be when it was much more extreme. But now I know that I need to like move my water tank out when I'm not going to be in Lucky as often as I usually am. That's kind of interesting, and it does sort of give me an idea for like a future project down the line of maybe, I don't know about flipping my diesel heater around, but at least like getting like one of those T-joints for my vent system and then cutting a hole in the water station and running a pipe right in there so that the water is always getting some heat as well, or like the water area. It's not that severe. Sorry, I keep seeing him out of the corner of my eye. Favorite Looney Tune. Okay, so we've run into a little bit of not a bigger problem, but a problem. It's still down here thawing, but I'm running the diesel heater on max at 35 degrees Celsius. It's getting a little warm in here for me. I guess I could just turn it down and still let the vent hit that. I'm doing, sometimes it pays to think before I hit record. Okay, I had a better thought while the camera was off. Instead of getting that T-joint and running another like ducting hose, I could just cut a hole in the water station down in that area, and then I could just point the vent in there. Ha-ha! How many of you already had that thought? All right, so we've still got a little bit of an ice block in there, but I'm thinking it will thaw out overnight now that I'm in here, and the heater will be running a little higher than it has been. Got the spout back in, all hooked up, and nailed it. So there was like not even a delay. There was clearly still water in the line. So problem solved. No need to panic. Who was panicking? I wasn't. So my jacket was lying on the floor and Penny was laying on my jacket, which I didn't want her to do. So I've removed my jacket. I've given her her bed, but do you think she wants to use it? You can't go in there either. Where are you going now? Just use the cat bed. That's why we bought it. I mean, I know there's only one and you still have to share it, but she's probably on the perch. No, she's just chilling out over here, doing what she does best. Looking like the queen. No, you're just gonna sit here and natter at me, right? Because I removed my jacket. It's not very nice. Hi. No, I'm not giving you the jacket back, okay? The bed is softer. You're crazy. Yep. You're nuts. That's okay, your dad probably is too. All right, it's Christmas Eve, the last place I wanted to be going. exposure, was a store. But one of my new subscribers put the absolute fear of God in me about the diesel in the jerry can on the outside of Lucky. So we're gonna try and get some diesel conditioner from Canadian Tire. It is a very cold Christmas Eve, and it's gonna be an even colder Christmas Day. All right, so we got it. You know what? I'm such a bad YouTuber. I don't remember the subscriber's name who pointed this out to me. You know who you are, and you're awesome, because you probably saved me, well, at least the $30 that we put in the tank the other day. So yeah, diesel fuel conditioner. We're gonna throw some of this in there. The thing is, I'm pretty sure this is gonna like last forever, because yeah, add 100 milliliters, approximately 4 ounces, to every 227 liters, which is approximately 50 gallons apparently. Mix ratio is 1 to 1,000 for anti-gel purposes. That's like math I can't even do. I've got what? 5.3 gallons or something? What do I have? 20 liters. No, I'm not even gonna try and do that in my head. Somebody's gonna be like, dude, it's like 4. I need my calculator, hang on. It's about 8, well, 8.8 milliliters. So if I did this right, let's see if all the math we have to take paid off. So if I was doing it right, that little formula you would use is 100 milliliters over 227 liters times question mark over 20 liters, because that's what we have. So then it would be 20 times 100 divided by 227. That's how I got 8.8 nonsense, whatever. How do I get 8 milliliters? Who's got a thing that measures 8 milliliters? I need a beaker. Penny, can you measure 8 milliliters? Because I can't. She's like, no, but I could eat all the cat food. Just give me some. Okay, I gotta figure out a way to measure 8 milliliters. That's just not coming to me for some reason. This is so silly. 8 milliliters is like, it's like nothing. Like this can of kombucha is very small, but it's 330 milliliters. I need 8. Stop throwing stuff around. Ha, got it, it worked. Good old, hey Siri, how many milliliters are in a XYZ? I started with tablespoon. Turns out that's like 14 point something, but a teaspoon is 4 point something milliliters. So 2 teaspoons would be how much of this stuff I'm gonna have to put in the jerry can. This stuff's gonna last forever. I don't know if I have a teaspoon. Just when you thought you were prepared for everything. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep with what I was doing when I was cooking, which is not being exact. I have a fairly good memory on what a teaspoon looks like. So we're just gonna wing it. This, my grandfather would be proud of. Just two teaspoons. I don't know, this is ridiculous. I mean, I guess this will be a learning experience, like everything else in my life right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. All right, let's get inside. It's cold outside here, oh my goodness. Woo, okay, I'm not too worried about like shaking it up and mixing it up. I'm assuming it'll do that as we drive and that thing sort of rattles. So now we're gonna go find a nice quiet spot to park, and my big Christmas Eve celebration plans, we're gonna work on the issue of my water supply freezing by cutting a hole inside of it. So dramatic. So here's another question in regards to the kombucha. I don't want to hear it. Kombucha. Somebody's gonna be like, actually, I'm from the country of Kombuku, and it's pronounced kombucha. I would not be surprised with how ignorant I am of my world knowledge. Anyway, moving on. You guys like this stuff? I got it because I was having gut pain a while back, and I don't know if it helps, but I don't think it's hurting anything. I'm curious though, I've heard some people tell me that they can't drink this stuff because they actually get tipsy, drunk off of it, and that's, I mean, I guess I kind of get it. I don't understand the science behind it, but I mean, it would be like the live cultures and stuff. Does that happen to any of you guys? Do you drink kombucha and feel like you're the life of the party? It's probably a good thing that it doesn't happen to me. One other thing that I want to do before I settle in sort of for my night here and make the tiny home nice and cozy is I definitely want to fill Lucky's tank up. Here's another question. Stop asking so many questions, man. When it comes to my gas tank, I have always, not just with Lucky, but with all of my vehicles, I hate when I have half a tank. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the prepper side of my brain or what, but as soon as it gets, even when it starts to move, I'm like, no. So I'm just over half of a tank now, and I've got just the tiniest little bit of anxiety about it, so I'm gonna top it up. Am I nuts? I don't know. There's lots of people that like to like ride the E. I'd probably crap my pants. That's like freedom right there. As you're just on the cusp of living on the edge. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all are daredevils, everybody who rides the E. Let me know how you guys fill your gas tanks. I am kind of curious. Kombucha. Okay, that's kind of cool. So I just stopped at a liquor store to grab myself some beer because it's Christmas Eve and I'm going to be nestled away. So I figured, yeah, all right, I'll have a couple beer. And what some of you may not know is that I'm really not picky when it comes to my beer. Yeah, I've been drinking craft beer in my going through box of keepsakes video, and they are delicious. But if you've been around the channel for a while and you know me, I'm really not picky. And where did it go? These are my favorite beer. So I just picked up a few cans of Lucky Lager. Now, I'm at the same liquor store that I came to on my maiden voyage camping trip with Lucky, which is the name of my van. I wanted to say no relation, but there's a little bit of influence there. Anyway, when I came here right before heading out of the city on that camping trip, I picked up a case of Lucky Lager, and they gave me, you can't see it, but they gave me my Lucky ball cap, right? And I wore that entire camping trip, and I still wear it now. I just bought that in there, and she just tosses me this, a toque, and it's actually comfortable. I'm okay with that. It's poetic. I don't know. You had to have been here from the start, I think. My longtime subscribers will know. Everyone else is probably like, dude, buy some better beer. But that's not what we're about. We get what we can afford. Okay, now let's go cut a hole in my water station. Oh shush, I need the lights. It's too dark out here. Okay, so real quick, I'm just letting the diesel heater start up in there to get it nice and warm. And I'm not gonna do this step by step because I can already feel this video running on too long. I'm back down here at Fish Creek Park, and I chose this because it's Christmas Eve. A lot of places are gonna be closing soon, although I'm pretty sure Walmart's probably still open late because it's Walmart. But there are washrooms here if nature calls. Where I have to go, I'm going to have to move my bed. I'm gonna have to collapse it. So my bed, I built it so that it does fold into a couch or slide into a couch or however you want to do it. But there's a whole bunch of stuff under my bed. So I gotta pull all of that out there. Couldn't even do it for Christmas. I have to pull all of that stuff out so I can close my bed to give me a bigger workspace, because I don't want to be getting down into the little tiny access that I have with the jigsaw. I feel like I'll probably end up cutting something off. And knowing me, it probably wouldn't be a finger, it'd be like a toe, and then we'd be like, how the hell did he do that? So that is the plan with that. I'm just going to drill holes, like make a little rectangle just so I can turn the vent. I got way ahead of myself there. Drill holes so I can cut out a rectangle with the jigsaw. Holes will be pallet holes so I can put the blade in. If you've never used a jigsaw, I had never used a jigsaw until I decided to build Lucky. Now I'm okay at it. It's gonna look jank, but I just need a little opening so that I can turn the vent for the diesel heater right towards that water station, and then that should fill that entire area with nice warm air, and it will keep my gray water teak. It will keep my gray water tank from freezing. It will keep the water supply from freezing. And it will also keep the fuel pump and the fuel filter for the diesel heater nice and warm. Reason I'm doing this right now and I'm not waiting and just enjoying my Christmas Eve, let me throw this picture up right here. Or wherever I put it, I don't know, but that's why. Do you see that? Minus 36 degrees Celsius. I don't want to be doing this in that. I just want to enjoy the warmth of my tiny home when that comes. So, like I said, I got to pull everything out from underneath my bed, so sorry about it. But here's a time lapse of a whole lot of mat bum. It's gross under here. Another good reason that I should be getting this bed to where I want it to be, which is easy to turn into a couch all the time, but we're just not there yet. Turn into a couch, dang you. This is how I built you. Hang on. Huh? Yeah, I know. The whole house is shifting. Look how gross it is under here. I've got to clean this. Run away. This is kind of what Lucky looks like when I actually used the bed the way I intended it to be used. But if you could see the amount of stuff I probably don't need that I've had to pull out from under here. Stella's very concerned and confused, or either or. She's never seen the bed collapse, I don't think. Yeah, I know. Okay. So one thing I had to kind of like figure out, I do have a drill, but I actually left it with my dad in Sanctuary, which is British Columbia for those that have just joined us. So all I have is my impact driver. So all my drill bits won't work in here. So I actually had to pick up this guy that had an end on it from Canadian Tire, and it just has one of these bits on it just to drill the holes to get it started. So it wasn't too bad. It was like $5 for this bit. It'll come in handy. It's nice to have it, and now it's locked in here. Any other drill bit, you need to be able to, it needs to go into a proper drill that you tighten, right? And that's not how the impact driver works. Battery, let's all just share the same battery. That's why I love these Ryobi tools. All right, so this is super scientific and very technical. You will need a box of gobstoppers and a box of runts in order to get the measurement that you want to cut your hole in my van's water station. Who said my candy obsession was a bad thing? Oh, shit. Ha! What have we done? My son, my son. What have we done? Hate it. Let's stay on top of it, please. Hole for hot air. So, simple enough. What will be really cool is if I can get like a little vent cover or grate or something to just put there, just to probably like prevent Stella from trying to go through. Although once the gray water tank is back where it goes, it will block that off pretty good, and she probably won't be able to get her skinny little butt in there. So I'm not too concerned. But like aesthetically, once I'm in couch formation, if I ever actually make this 100% functional, it'd be nice to have that covered just so you're not looking at this big giant gaping hole. But easy enough modification, and that should solve my problems now. Crack it. Yeah, now see, this is, hang on. Oh, now that tastes like camping. Anyway, I'm not gonna yammer on about that anymore. That will definitely work. I say with like, yes, that will definitely work. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope you all had an incredible Christmas and Boxing Day. I hope you guys aren't out there braving too many crowds. The truth is, you probably don't need any more of that stuff that you went out to get. I'll probably go to a store myself though, so. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves, and most importantly, be positive, and I will see you all in the next one.